Hey, what's going on? This is LC with Loyal Crypto. Thank you for joining me today. So, man, this project, I'm gonna have to tip my hat off to myself. I'm not gonna say I bought in on the bottom floor or nothing, but I bought in at 4 cents. So thank you. So the project today I'm gonna talk about is PPAY. Now PPAY is, man, I mean, this thing been exploding. The whole market's been red all week and this thing just been moving, right? So, I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I took a little off the top just so I can, to buy some more ETH while it was on the dip. But yeah, this thing has been rolling, man. I'm telling you, I think if you don't know about PPAY, it's time for you to know. Okay, so as I stated, today we're going to be discussing PPAY. Now, PPAY is the ticker, but Plasma.Finance is the actual project, and I think this thing, I think this thing is going to take some market share. I'm not sure of what, I'm not sure of who, but I think this is going to gain some space in some people's hearts, okay? So PPAY right now is at 34 cents. I'm going to dive into the charts, and I'm also going to show you some of more of what the project is trying to do and accomplish. And yeah, let's get into it. So today I have Plasma.Finance and it goes by PPAY. The price is 31 cents, so 0.3163, and we have a circulating supply of 130,254,729 coins and a max supply of 1 billion. The market cap right now is $41,244,801. Okay, so PPAY is definitely a great project. I invested in it early. I think I got into PPAY around like 4 cents, but not gonna lie to you guys, I'm gonna get it out early. I sold it at not the top. I sold it, I thought this was the top, and I kind of sold it in here at the 31 cents mark, but I'm definitely buying back in. PPAY is a great project. I see this thing doing numbers the whole bull run, okay? So I sold for profit. I knew I should have took off half, and I was mad because I thought it was gonna come down here for a second and bounce off one of my other support lines and go all the way back up. It didn't, I didn't quite catch it, but I'm buying back in, so don't worry about it, right? PPAY is that thing. So as you can see, our 90-day run, this thing was moving, and this is exactly why you understand I had to sell for profit just naturally, but I'm gonna get back in, don't worry. And just bringing it down into 7 days, as you can see, we've still been doing some numbers. It looks like it's slowing down from the massive run that we've had, but it's still holding steady. In 24 hours, it looked like we're going on a little downhill right now, and we're gonna see where it stabilizes when I look at the real chart, okay? Now, you can get PPAY on Uniswap, that's where I got it, Hotbit, BitHub, SushiSwap, and yeah, definitely it's one of those things that's still growing, is still up and coming, and I think it's gonna take some market share out there with a lot of the dexes because it's doing a lot of interesting things. So now let's go into the website. Okay, so the easiest way to invest in DeFi. PlasmaPay is your home for decentralized finance. Invest, store, and manage any DeFi token with ease. Alright, so this is a pretty clean, smooth site, and you can actually click up here and launch the app where you can do your trading. And let's see here, everything you need in one place. All DeFi instruments in one dashboard, and that's going to be your portfolio management, your liquidity pools, lending and borrowing, fiat on-off ramp, a DEX and swap aggregator, and a cross-chain asset swap. And yeah, I can tell you, like, I was on the app, I mean, I held the thing for over a month. It's a pretty clean site. All right, so you can also have fiat ramps here and easily buy and sell tokens with your credit or bank account. And I'm gonna show you guys this feature. I think it's definitely something that's needed in the DEX space because as you know, with some of the centralized exchanges, you have things such as them holding your funds. You can't move it how you want because you have to have a certain amount in there over a certain course of time. With PlasmaPay, they're letting you buy stuff with your credit or debit card right off rip, so you're pretty good. All right, best yield strategies in one place. We aggregate all DeFi assets, liquidity pools, and saving deposits in one dashboard. Easily choose and compare the best options. And as you can see here, they're giving you a little illustration of that. And auto calculations. Don't want to spend a lot of time on calculating your APY and P&L? Forget your ancient Excel doc. We'll do all the math for you. All right, that's definitely something that I need because I have about 2 Excel spreadsheets looking at 2 different wallets and I keep having to make updates every week. So this is pretty cool. That's a great feature there. All right, so choose your ROI. You can choose any of the 100 plus available liquidity pools, cross-chain, Ethereum, Binance, and Plasma. So you can do multiple things just by using Plasma.Finance. As you know, if you're on BNB, it's very difficult right now to integrate that with a lot of the ETH projects. I know there are other projects that's working on Binance right now to get that going, but yeah, they're looking like they're doing it for you, that you can integrate all 3 and include Plasma in there, all right? All right, the best financial tools to help you make swift decisions, learn how the market behaves, and the best tools for analytics and trend analysis coming soon. All right, so they have a lot up in the workings. I'm feeling like this is going to be something that people are going to go to naturally. Even if they thought they weren't going to invest in Plasma.Finance, it seems like they're going to definitely want to use these tools because the more information you have as a trader, the better you are, hands down. Now, top protocol supported. It doesn't matter which you prefer. We present live rates and lowest fees and the best APYs. And they have Plasma Swap, Pancake, YFI, Curve, Uniswap, Mooniswap, SushiSwap, and Rebalancer. All right, so I'm gonna link this in the description. I guess you guys can definitely go in here and look at it yourself. It's a really clean site, and look at that, DeFi in your pocket. Let's get it. So let's launch the app. We're on Plasma.Finance, their dashboard, and as you can see, my PPAY balance right now is looking really sad and lonely, that big donut. I mean, I felt good when I got the profit because I definitely wanted to flip it into another project, which I did, but I miss my PPAY. I need it. I love it. I want it. All right. So now, as you can see here, you have your market. You have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ether, Cardano, and as you can see, as you hover over the project, you can actually click buy. So that's Tether. Let's go to something else. Let's see Polkadot. Boom, buy, and it gives you the credit card option. A European bank. I think the CEO is from Europe, and you actually can have the feature to hook up an Ethereum wallet, and of course you have the swap feature. So if you go to credit card here, it brings you to this little page, and you can buy crypto with your card. So look like it already wants me to buy 200, and it's in euros. So I'm in the United States, and they basically give you the pricing in euros. So that's definitely something to take a look at. The euro is higher than $1 right now, so you definitely want to take into account what you're buying at the time of your purchase. But yeah, so boom, you can see your Polkadot. You can also swap to different projects on this page. Let's say we wanted to buy ADA, and they already have you set for 200 right here, just in case. Let me see if they let you go lower. Okay, so minimum payment is $100, well, 100 euro. So you have to make sure you're buying at least 100 euro before you can use this feature. And I guess the next page is going to be your card information, so you can look at that process. It looks like it'll be pretty straightforward. Okay, so let's scroll down. We go to portfolio. And as you can see, my balance in this wallet, I have 0.9535 ETH. Savings, nothing in savings. Liquidity pools, I need to check out these liquidity pools. And your wallet, buy assets, make deposits, and you have your swap feature. So this is your DEX. So I'm gonna keep that in ETH, and then you can select the token. So let's see here. Actually, let me see something. Let me see if I can put BNB in. Okay, so I can't put the BNB in as of yet. Let's see a new project. Let's see Aave. So you can see Aave. Let me say if I wanted to buy 0.5 ETH worth and swap. All right, so it's pretty standard. So if you wanted to buy some Aave using your ETH, you'll be able to, boom, look, liquidity source is Uniswap. The price shows you your price. It shows you your price impact, which right now is going to be less than 0.01%, which is great. And liquidity fee is 0.0015 ETH. So it looks pretty straight, man. It's really clean. It looks like, I mean, honestly, like, It looks like Uniswap, which if you're familiar with Uniswap, then you can be very comfortable with this. PancakeSwap, it also has the same type of DEX. So basically everyone's using the same type of DEX right now, which is great. So people don't have to get over yet another learning curve if you're using a project's DEX. I'm glad that everyone's sticking with the same type of layout. And here you have the liquidity pools, and you have USDC and ETH USD. I guess you can go down here and look at all your pools. Yeah, man, they definitely have a lot of pools here for you guys to take a look at and let your money make some money for you. That's my philosophy. Here you have your savings, and boom. So it looks like the stable coins here, and you'll be able to get some savings. Definitely dive in here and make a deposit and see what some of these APYs can get you. All right. Okay, so now I'm over on Plasma.Finance Medium page. I'm gonna touch on the top two. So let's look at Plasma.Finance PPAY Staking. All right, so Plasma.Finance PPAY Staking for fairer passive income from DeFi. So here they have a nice little illustration for you guys to take a look at. And what it says is, our community kept asking us about PPAY staking and have been patiently waiting for it while we worked out the details. We're pleased to finally tell you that now PPAY staking is so very close to being available. Alright, so it's giving you an update. They're working on it and it's almost here for you. And one of the earliest instruments that allow people to earn passive income from DeFi, staking, simply means locking your crypto assets as savings in a platform and earning yield from them. Okay? And I love me some staking. I love liquidity pools. I love farms. I love it all. Any financial instrument, you know LC's about it. So what can you expect from Plasma.Finance's new staking opportunities for its native DeFi token, PPAY? PPAY users already know that you can stake at existing PPAY pools on SushiSwap and Uniswap, but direct PPAY staking on our native platform is even easier. I like the sound of that. We are excited to present to you the new XPPAY token. The rewards will be distributed in this new token. Okay, so on the dark side of yield farming. Ooh, I like it. I like the energy. Let's get it. So what is XPPAY? XPPAY is the PPAY derivative asset and is the token that represents your PPAY share in the staking pool and includes yet to be paid future profit. You can trade XPPAY in the PPAY XPPAY pool on PlasmaSwap, Link, or add liquidity to this pool and generate additional revenue. Now, if PPAY is your token for trading and speculation, then PPAY can be considered as your stock share for the Plasma.Finance platform, entitling you to all future platform earnings similar to dividends from stocks in CeFi. Oh man. So yeah, I definitely need to dive back into my PPAY. So PPAY staking via savings. Now let's get the juicy details. Alright, so Plasma.Finance users are now able to stake PPAY tokens directly from the dashboard by accessing the savings option. It only takes 2 steps to earn from staking. Once your Web 3.0 wallet is connected, all you need to do is 1. Deposit your PPAY tokens to stake them as savings, just as you would on a regular bank savings account. You will receive an annual percentage yield, APY, returned to you automatically as XPPAY in a 1-to-1 ratio for every PPAY you stake. Redeem your PPAY for PPAY to unstake your deposit. Now, how much can I earn from staking? That's what we all want to know. Staking rewards will depend on a number of factors. 1. Your share of the staking pool. Naturally, the larger your share of staking, the bigger your slice of the rewards distributed in equal proportions. If you own 10% of the staked amount, then you'll be entitled to 10% of the staking rewards distributed. 2. The trading volume of PlasmaSwap, 0.02% of all PlasmaSwap trading volume will be converted into PPAY tokens and distributed to stakers in proportion to their share of total staked PPAY. This percentage rate will be managed by PPAY governance, so it pays to promote all the pools and trading peers on PlasmaSwap. 3. Utility on Plasma.Finance. Rewards will be calculated and accrued automatically the staking smart contract, including any returns from the PlasmaPay finance infrastructure. As our DeFi platform becomes more popular, so will the utility of PPAY and demand for it. Support us and tell your friends and traders to swap on PlasmaSwap. They'll love you for it. Oh man. Why did I sell my Plasma.Finance tokens for profit? Man, these things are booming. So when I was selling, this news had dropped, right? And the whole market was just red, man. It was a sea full of blood. And then I'm looking at my portfolio, it's like 3 things that's still green and it's just booming. I'm like, yo, PPAY is moving right now. So honestly, I was moving so fast. I looked at the chart, I didn't even look at the news, and I'm like, oh man, it's like I was gonna sell half of it. And I'm like, okay, look, I need to buy into this flip because this is the perfect time to buy. Oh my gosh, everything's half off. It's discount season right now. So you know how LC love a discount. I love me a discount. So I hopped in. I'm like, all right, I sold the whole thing. So I sold my whole position in PPAY just to buy in on that dip. I thought it was gonna be a 2-day turnaround. And then PPAY went up almost like a whole nother 5 cents on me. I'm like, oh man, like it didn't stabilize at all. So I'm looking for a dip right now. Let's get to this chart. Okay, so I have the PPAY chart pulled up. It's a 2-hour chart and I'm on Dex Tools. So PPAY, this thing has been moving. It has not seen a rainy day. Let me tell you that right now. All right, so let me do a nice little fib retracement on there. So I'm going to start my fib retracement from this bottom move, and that was February 2nd. So the beginning of February to, let's see here, what day was that? To March 3rd, which was his high, his all-time high. And boom, what we got, what we working with? Okay, so right away, I see that it's not, I wouldn't say that it's any bearish trend right now, but it looked like it's definitely stabilizing, and it seems like it can catch this 382. So I'll be interested to see what this does, because if you look at our 50 EMA, it can definitely bounce on our 50 EMA. It's playing with it right now, it's dancing on it. And let me get my brush here. So check this out. So as you start to make this move here, it looks like it's been dancing on this the whole time. I swerved out a little there, but it looks like it's been dancing on our 50 EMA this whole time. So I'll be interested to see if it's still gonna play with this 50 EMA as it continues to grow up steadily, or is it finally gonna take a break, because every great project needs a little breather, and it also needs a breather to get LC back in that thing. But let me digress. It needs to take a little breather, just a little bit, and we're gonna see if it touches the 382. But let me back out really quick. So what I'm seeing here is, you see this massive move from this point here. My computer's going slow right now, boy. Whoa. And as it made this move, it's picked up speed, it picked up steam, and it looks like it started slowing down. Okay, so just taking a look again. I said the move start here, really, but as you can see, this impulse here, it made a massive impulse. So I think that's where the wave really started. Our dip right here off the past move is definitely this point, but when I look at this wave, it looks like this was the first massive impulse. So I think in our pattern, that was going to be the starting point. So let's see really quick. All right, let me get my Elliott impulse wave, and I'm going to take it from this point. You have this first massive move, you come back down to get your second point, and then another massive move. Okay, come down, and let's say if this was the end, because this is our all-time high at this current moment, you see how that slowed down? So if you look at the first point, which is this here, and then you look at the third point, which is that there, it looks like it's very similar. So usually the first wave is going to be equal to your second wave, right, in length. Now as you come into 0.4 and then up to 0.5, it definitely slowed down in speed. So what I think is, as of right now, it may be taking a little break, and when it takes a little break, you should look for something such as consolidation, right? So it can keep bouncing off this 382, because that definitely could be used as support, or it can even take another break, touch our 50% retracement, bounce back up, or it can even come down, bounce on the 50, come back up, play a little bit, come down to the 618, and then go back up for all new time heights. All right, so when when you see price action do things such as this, it's just picking up buyers along the way because it knows people like moi are waiting for this kind of thing, okay? When I see this wave pattern and I see how it slowed down, and as you can see here, which I was talking about, how I felt that this was the first impulse wave, look at our volume. Look at this, our volume right here. This is huge. What is that, 36,000 in volume? And yeah, so I think this is definitely the first wave, and it looked like it slowed down, so I have no problem with it taking a break a little bit. Let me look at the indicators. So I'm on Dex Tools, I'm out on TradingView, so I have the MACD here. And what the MACD is showing me that this thing has been making some mountaintops. Okay, this thing has been on a roll, I tell you, like it has not been playing. So yeah, it's been on a complete slaughter, and it looks like after these 3 initial waves, it made some huge moves, and as you can see, it came down off this huge move here on 0.3, and it came over to 0.5 here, and you see that mountaintop? It's nowhere near as high as our third point or as high as our first point. So that's why I think it's slowing down right now, and it's definitely a great time to look for some buys. Now let's look at the RSI really quickly. So as you can see, our RSI, I drew the 50 line here. This thing has not been really hanging out under the 50 line because it's been very bullish. Now it just grazed overbought territory, so it was there for a tiny bit, and I guess that was our wave 1. It came back down, touched a little under the 50, and now you can go even higher, like I've been explaining to you guys in other videos. Once it resets, it can trade even higher once it gets back in its range, because the range says it has space to do so. But as you can see here, let me grab another tool. If you look at our trend line, check this out. That's a bearish divergence, okay? So as you can see, price going up on our actual charts. If you look at the RSI, look how that thing's been slowing down. So this is definitely something that you have to look at. If you start getting into technical analysis, this is one of the things you need to learn, that you look at your indicators, it's going to tell you what the chart isn't telling you. All right, so I can definitely see it slowing down right now and stabilizing, doing a little consolidation. For my sake, take a little small dip, and then this thing is going to be massive. So let me give you my quick price prediction before everyone hates me because they think I want PPAY to go down. Not at all. Okay, so if I take my fib extension and have it go to swing high to swing low here in 0.4, I don't know where this is gonna finish off right now, so I cannot draw from there. But what I'm seeing here is my next zone after PPAY does its ting. I definitely see PPAY hitting 65 cents, or excuse me, 66 cents easy. Okay, and that isn't no 1 year out. I think that's recent. That's going to be really recent. I think that's going to happen, if not this March, then it's going to happen in April, because we don't know if this year March is going to be more of a bearish dip or what. But if it isn't, PPAY could hit 66 cents within March, no problem. But what I think here, and it definitely falls in line with my prediction, because I think PPAY is going to go a lot higher in the long run. But I feel like within the next few months, we could be looking at a $1.37 PPAY. To be specific, 1.369 PPAY. So yeah, so I'm not ready to go as high as $1.50 as of yet, because some of the other things that I've been doing to look at this project has not added up to it yet. But I'm very comfortable saying that I believe PPAY will reach $1.37 in the next few months, no problem. That's why I was waiting for it to take a little dip. So I made my little profit, and the money that I made on the flip that I put it in, I'm bringing all that back out and I'm gonna buy even more PPAY. When you're trading in this bull run, you definitely want to flip your money in multiple projects, because that's the way you never had to reach back into your pocket and put money into the market, because you're leveraging the money that you already have in the market to create more money for you. Every dollar that you put in the crypto market, you're supposed to treat it as a soldier in your army. So if we're going on a metaphor, each of these soldiers are a unit in your army. You have these soldiers win more wars and they bring back more infantry into your army. And that's what I'm doing when I'm flipping money in these projects. All I'm doing is recruiting more money into my wallet and trying to compound on my gains. So that's what I think about PPAY. PPAY is definitely going to be a project to win in the end. I feel like this thing is definitely going to go over $1. And yeah, let's see where this stables off or where it dips. So don't get scared. Don't go selling for losses out there if you bought up here. That's not what I'm saying at all. I think this thing is just going to take a nice little dip, because everything deserves a break, and it's going to go for new heights. All right, well, yeah, that wraps up PPAY. If you're not convinced, I don't know what else to tell you, okay? Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I can just let you know what I'm doing with my money. And yeah, if you like content like this, please like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below if you agree, if you think PPAY is a good project, or hey, who else is going to take some market share in this space? Definitely let me know. I'm always responding to you guys' questions. So, like always, I'm going to continue to find ways for us to make some money. And yeah, I'll see you. One. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So before you go, one of the things I wanted to let you know about is token metrics. Now, I use token metrics to help me find winning projects, and what I built this community around is helping people find new ways to make money, okay? And I feel like token metrics is gonna help you become profitable in your portfolios. Now, what token metrics does is use artificial intelligence and machine learning to rank different cryptocurrencies and make sure you're getting the best for your money, okay? Now, what they do here is they look at the actual market cap rankings, they look at the code reviews, and they give you a quant grade based off what they learned through their artificial intelligence program and the machine learning that they leverage to make sure you're getting the best projects in your portfolios. They also have a toggle here to show if you're looking at an investment from a trader perspective or an investor perspective, okay? So it'll actually give you different ranked projects based off of how you're treating your portfolios. It'll show you top projects if you're a long-term investor and what you should invest in immediately, or if you're a trader, will be the best bets for you to hold within a month span or for a quarterly or yearly span. So I definitely think this is a great tool, and it cuts down that learning curve to make sure you're gaining profit immediately. So check out the links below and you can sign up for a trial. It'll give you 7 days to check out what they do here, and you can leverage some of their AI and machine learning, and you can cancel before the trial period is over. So for the different plans, they have a holder plan, investor plan, and professional plan. And as you can see, you can have a 7-day trial for the holder plan for only $199 and an investor plan for $499. You can cancel before the 7-day trial, or let's say if you wanted to start off with the investor plan for $499, and you can always switch over to the holder plan for $29.99 a month before that 7-day trial is over. So take a look at token metrics. I believe this will be a great service that you're doing yourself if you want to be a crypto millionaire, or at least a crypto six-figure.